Hello, Taurus. Happy New Year. Welcome to January 2025. Wow, we made it. This, as I say, is going to be a reading for January 2025. We are going to be using a compendium of witches oracle deck. We're going to be pulling a card from that, and then we are going to be using my OG tarot deck, the Dragon Tarot, and this is the actual deck, and it is still as pristine today as it was all those years ago. Well, it's maybe a wee bit dirty, but aren't we all through life's dramas? Okay, so let's get straight into it. Pulling an oracle card. I cannot get my words out today, Taurus. I'm sorry. Right, so let's go. Okay, that one wanted to talk. Interesting. Now there is about 60 odd cards in this deck, okay, and this one that came flying out is the Guardian. Now, what's interesting about this is Scorpio got the same oracle card, okay, and it's interesting how that's where, you know, we're opposite card, we're shadow sign, we're opposite sign, the dark to our light, we're the light to their dark, whatever you want to say. However, it feels like if there is a Scorpio in your life, which I'm sure there is, because, you know, if you're anything like me, other Tauruses, then we tend to collect them, you know. They just come scuttling up to us. But in this energy of this card, you know, it is a very kind of being in nature, having that wisdom. And I think that's a pertinent point, you know. It's like there is a lot of wisdom contained within this woman. She's lived a life, you know, she's got the scars to prove it. And the wisdom that she has gotten has been hard won. Okay. She's like the archetypal witch in the woods, you know, that many has longed to be, and many as have probably been in the past. But what it also feels like is there is a great opportunity here to teach. That is something that Taurus does naturally. Throughout your life, you know, it's just like by going about your daily life, you provide an opportunity for people to teach people lessons. I don't mean in a cruel way, you know, like, oh, I'm going to teach you a lesson. What I mean is, it's like you're naturally gifted as teachers, as sages, and you know, you do have that strong guardian type energy, you know, be that a parent or be that, you know, a mentor. That's something that Taurus is very good at. So there could be a partnership coming up with a Scorpio. It might be romantic, you know, may the odds be forever in your favour. But what it feels like is, if you come across a Scorpio in the month of January, Taurus, then have a really deep conversation with them. Have a conversation with them that there'll be a lot of revelations in this. It might be a Scorpio that you already know, could be a new one. It's just feeling really strongly that the bond and the connection on the Taurus Scorpio axis this month is very strong for each particular sign. So let us see what the tarot has to say. Have some cards, please, for Taurus for January 2025, please. I nearly said 26. It's bad enough for 25, let alone 26. My goodness. All right. Okay. Okay. At the bottom of the card, we have got the Nine of Wands. Oh, lovely Sagittarius energy. And it's hard work. Because why would it be anything else, Taurus? Why would we have anything else? Okay, so the other cards on the table, we have got Judgment. We have got the World. We have got the Eight of Coins. We have got the Knight of Coins. We have got the Eight of Wands. And we have got the King of Wands. We love him. We adore him. So we are very much in the energy of earth, air and fire, essentially. We've got no water. And for the majority of Tauruses, that's okay. So it is. Because we don't need to be bothering with the emotions this month. Taurus, it is all about, and here we go with the World. We have got this ending. We have got this fixed sign energy. And we have got the fact that the Judgment is really that energy. It is the energy of Pluto. So Pluto has moved into Aquarius. So it's squaring us. It's squaring the Taurus. Pluto is squaring Taurus and Scorpio. Okay, so again there's that connection coming in. Right. We've got the four fixed signs in the World card as well. We have got Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Now it's rounded wrong. Well, it's rounded a different way to what it is in the weight smith. And I've actually never noticed that before. But what it shows is it shows the relationship between the fixed signs. But what it feels like is, Taurus, you have elevated yourself. You've elevated yourself and you have really gotten over the fear of the opinions of others. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have got this three-headed dragon in the Judgment card. And it feels like, in this moment, it feels like these are the three fates. And you have dared to pursue what was always your fate, what was always meant to be. You've taken the brave steps. You've been the fool. You've jumped off the cliff. You have dared. You've not only dared to dream, you have succeeded in that, and you have broken through. And this isn't, for me, this here is the place in other Judgment cards. This is the place where people are aiming to get to. That's usually at the top of the card, and that's the ascension up. But for me, this depiction of the Judgment card is you have broken through. Like these three fates, you have broken through and you are now in a new level. You're in a new level of understanding. You're in a new level of consciousness. And you're in a new level of I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's the energy that's coming through. The judgment of others will no longer play a part in your life. And it's really like, you can say what you say, but I ain't listening. Okay, again, Pluto Judgment, it's a card related to Scorpio. There is a lot of Scorpio energy in that. It just feels like the breakthrough is coming. The breakthrough came when Pluto moved into Aquarius. That heralded this process of transition has been seen throughout the last couple of years, where Pluto has been bobbing back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. And now it's finally in Aquarius, and it's going to be there for the next 20 years. And this to me feels like, yes, it is squaring. It's squaring Taurus, your sun sign, right? It's squaring that. But squares are challenging, okay? Squares are uncomfortable. Squares make you work hard. It's not a pleasant energy, but we have been used to that. I say we because I'm a Taurus, right? You know that if you watch. It's like we have been through all the deep diving and the excavation and the shocks of Uranus been travelling through the sign of Taurus over the last since 2018. We have been through all sorts of drama. There is not a Taurus who has not been altered by 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 Uranus going through it. We're sign it. There just isn't, and whether they acknowledge it or not, a lot of people talk and say, oh, well, the difference in people between 2019 and now is huge. But really, for Tauruses, it started in 2018. When May 2018, when Uranus decided to just charge in a Taurus, and well, all hell broke loose. Okay, and we are considerably altered to who we were. And you know what? It's a good thing. We can sit back and we can say, my God, was it hell? Yes, it was. But would you change it? Sometimes you maybe would. But to where you are now, the growth that you have gone through, Taurus, we are now at the world. And Saturn rules the world, and we will be rewarded. Saturn rewards. The challenges that we go through, Saturn rewards. Now, Saturn is going to be moving in Aries this year. And that's going to be a totally different energy for where it's been in Pisces. But as far as we're concerned, right, it's literally like this dragon is wrapped around the world. The dragon is not within the world, the dragon is around the world. And if you think to yourself that you are the dragon, you have got the whole world at your feet, Taurus. There is nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that you cannot survive because you have survived the dark night of the soul, the continuous. It's like it's felt like one big long dark night of the soul. But you're seeing it in the other side. And then we've got the Eight of Coins, we've got Virgo energy, but the Eight of Coins is asking us to continue working. But now we know what we're working towards, and if you don't know what you're working towards yet, Taurus, you soon will. Allow it to happen. Because we have served with apprenticeship in this shadow work. We have served with apprenticeship in life, and how the challenges we have faced, every single one of them, with determination, and we have succeeded. So we've got the Knight of Coins here, who is slowly but surely taking us forward. We're continuing to work at our trade, we're continuing to ply our trade. But look at this dragon here. It is not working, it has completed the 8 coins. It's completed the 8 pentacles, and look how proud it's standing, with its head held high. So Taurus, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, stop a minute and hold your head high and feel the pride within yourself with everything that you have achieved. Because it is a wondrous thing. The Knight of Coins and Knight of Pentacles, everything is going ahead, and it's slow and steady. It's grounded. But then when it's needed, we have that Eight of Wands energy, we have that Sagittarius energy, we have that Mercury and Sagittarius energy that is taking us forward with our communication. We're not afraid, we're going steady, one step in front of the other. But when we need that passion, when we need to explode within that part of ourselves, you know, to tell the world what it is we have to say. And that's what it's like. It also looks, this reminds me, it could be anywhere, but it's almost like that reminds me of the Glastonbury tour. So perhaps that's maybe you need to go on a pilgrimage. You know, not necessarily a Glastonbury tour, but some sort of pilgrimage to realise just how far you've come. And maybe that's what it is, you know, maybe it's like you've leveled up in the judgment card and you're moving towards this new level of pilgrimage to meet the King of Wands. You know, the King of Wands is the entrepreneurial king. He's the self-made king. He's got the passion, whereas the King of Pentacles is who we're comfortable being in. The King of Pentacles is like the bank CEO, the head of the bank, the head of the company, the one that's put in charge to continue and make the company successful. The King of Wands is he's like the dragon in Dragon's Den, or the shark in Shark Tank, whatever version of the program you watch. He's the one that's sitting there having built his business or his life from nothing, and he's ready to say, right, so what are you going to do? You've done the work, Taurus. How are you going to do it? How are you going to bring it forward? What are you going to do next? How are you going to get your message out to the world? Because you've got all this hope and desire and enthusiasm, but the Eight of Wands, that's where you need to go. So do you need to go and see a Sagittarius? Perhaps. Go to the airport, Taurus. There's loads of Sagittariuses there. Okay? There's always Sagittariuses in airports. You can find them. They're the ones that jump about and are like excitable teenagers. So the Eight of Wands is what you need to communicate. Share your pathway, share your experiences with the world, however that shows up. Okay, my darlings, it is looking amazing. January is like the reward for everything that you have been through. There will be times where it's slow, but that's okay. But it's the speed of the communication that makes the real difference. Okay? And be proud of yourself, Taurus, because it's a magnificent thing. Enjoy the accolades, enjoy the feeling of just joyfulness. Okay, have a wonderful month, Taurus. You can see me in the week ahead readings, and if you feel inclined to book a personal reading with me, all the details are in the description box. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in February. Bye bye.